All right. We'll see who comes on. Merry Christmas. That's right. I got a special Santa hat on for everybody. If you're watching this back, I hope you're having a Merry Christmas Eve. I got one person on. All right. Hope everybody enjoys watching Western Kentucky. I think they're tied with Southern Miss. Louisville won today. I did win some money off Toledo. So, hey. Um, what's up, Julie? You're the only one on, girl. Is Jeff Brohm going to Louisville? I don't know. I keep hearing Jeff Brohm might go to Louisville. They're offering him a lot of money. They won. That was a good game today. I won some money off Toledo because they had them scoring too many. They only had them scoring 17 points. I was like, they'll score more than 17. But that was a good game. Western Kentucky's playing right now, and I think they're tied with Southern Miss. And all right, all right, everybody's coming on. Yeah, came on. What's up, everybody? All right, all right. Everybody enjoy the basketball game today, huh? Was that fun? What? Well, that's sure Mark Stoops, RIP. Did you like it? See, I called a shot, didn't I? I knew they were going to bury him. I knew 6 months ago. Mark Stoops, they set his ass up to fail, and he failed. What's up, Wildcat Highlights? He's not interested in a Michigan job. Oh, did he? Well, see, Aaron Torres was wrong, and there's also a Michigan site that's reporting it. So they're just wrong. Well, okay. If he said that, maybe they won't give it to him then. Okay. Well, there you go. A lot, a couple of Michigan sites were saying Jeff Brohm, but hey, I wouldn't take that job. Who wants to go that dumpster fire? Yeah. I mean, he could pass the background check, so he probably qualified. I mean, damn, how many times can you cheat at a school? All right, well, good. I mean, bad for us. I wish he would leave because he's too good of a coach. But yes, my Mark Stoops video. I knew back when I started this channel, March the 1st, I'm about to hit 1,000. I'm about 7 people from 1,000. I knew that they were setting his ass up to fail, but hey, man, it is what it is. It's college athletics. I hope everybody's having a good pre-holiday Eve, Christmas Eve. Yes, I work tomorrow, and then I get off Christmas morning, and then I work on Friday if Posse comes on stream. Oh, well, yeah, we won't do that. Yeah, we won't. Let's not do that. If he comes on again, say something to me. I don't always look at what everyone's saying every second. No attacks. Yeah, we can't do that. We don't want to do that. This is Christmas. There's no attacking people on Christmas, right? Ball humbug. Yeah, no attacking people, especially I don't like people that pick on girls. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. So no. Did everybody enjoy the game? Wildcat Highlights. Yeah, that team scored more points in the paint than we did. I cannot believe we give up 40 points in the paint to little schools like that. I don't know. I'm sure it was a part of. I just want to go home for Christmas, but still, we'll see. Oh yes, my Santa hat. Yes, this is my special holiday. Hey, Merry Christmas! And I wasn't gonna come on tonight. I'm like, I'll see if anybody wants to talk. Everybody wants, everybody was mad about the game because we gave up too many points. Yes. Did we play bad defense? Awful defense. Yes. What are you gonna do? Lowe didn't play. They didn't play Queens that much. So look, we just suck without those two. Without those two guys, we just ain't that good. Played second string. Yeah, he did. Colin Chandler and Mountain Mama, they're gonna have to go sit down. Trent Noah. That's all. Boring. No, they're boring. I was watching Louisville, and then I was watching. Well, that was kind of not boring, but this Western one, yeah, there's nobody there at these games. They had the camera way down low. There's nobody there. There's nobody in New Orleans right now at that Western Kentucky game. There's nobody. There's just nobody there. So I'm sure they don't make money on any of these bowls. How the hell do you make money? They probably have to give tickets away to get people to come there. It's probably just corporate sponsorship. But no, it's boring. I didn't even. Only reason I watched it is because it was Louisville and it was Western. I'm not watching anybody else. That's not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not watching Central Michigan and whoever. So don't go to their games. Yeah, sometimes they don't go to their games, which is weird. So Jeff Brohm's going to say, okay, well, that's good for them. He's a good coach. They'll probably offer him a lot of money. So hopefully that's a true statement. You know how coaches are. Oh, yeah, I'm going to stay here forever. And then the next day, oh, yeah. So we'll see. He coached in the Big Ten. He knows what the deal is in the Big Ten. He knows what Michigan is. So, yeah, he should know whether he wants to go or not. Yeah, you never know anymore, Julie. Yeah, these coaches say one thing and then they do another. So, yeah. So I will put another football video out. Highlights from I did not the whole game, but a lot of the James Madison game, just to show Will Stein's just to show what kind of players we got to get. Yeah, we got to get some receivers because their receivers are good. So I'll put another football video. I'm driving home. All right. Well, you're listening to me. Oh, that's nice of you, Maria. Driving home from Bowling Green, I take it. All right. Well, I'm glad you're listening to me. Thank you for listening to me. Wow. Stereo surround sound. I have a Santa hat on. You can't see me, but I actually have a Santa hat on. Like Cutter leave anybody. Could leave anybody. Oh, I don't think Cutter's going to leave. I don't think Cutter Bowley's going to leave. I say that. You never know. We'll let you know when the portal opens on January 2nd. Yeah, all bets are off. Aboard that Bowley wants $4 million. Wow, $4 million. Now wait a damn minute. He's not worth $4 million. Damn. I mean, no. Hold on a second. Now, no, he's not worth $4. No, absolutely not. No. We're in a rebuild. I mean, look. 1 year. That reminds me of the Chicago Cubs. Like 1978, they had the Dave Kingman hit 35 home runs. They came in last. This dude hit 35 home runs. He was the best player in baseball, and he went in there and said, "I want $1 million." And they said, "Listen, dude, we could come in last without paying you $1 million." And they traded him. Yeah. So look, Kentucky can suck without Cutter Bowley. I mean, I say we're going to suck. We're in a rebuild, but yeah, $4 million. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not giving him that. No way. Jake, what's up? What exactly is KSR board? Oh, that's probably the fan board that you pay money for. You got to pay that extra $1 a month, and you get on there and talk to people who are fake. And yeah. Somebody posted that. It could be true. It might be a lie. Surely the guy's not 4. I mean, he might ask for 1 or 2, but not 4. Jeez. Well, yeah. What are we buying the Lakers here? I mean, come on, man. We're not 4. No way. I mean, I put the Politoski kid in there. Julia on the phone. Well, okay. If Aunt Jean, see, $4 million. Okay. Well, then you heard it here first. If you're in here, see, we have Cutter Bowley family in here. Yeah. Forget the KSR board. We got Aunt Jean. That's who we got. So talking to us. But $4 million. That's a lot of money. Look, I like the guy, but not for $4 million. No. Geez. I mean, look, like I said, that offense is very hard. I'm going to put out the video probably tomorrow or Christmas Day. Probably Christmas Day. And I'll show you Oregon's quarterback. Yeah, you got to be able to run. And I mean, like, physically run in that offense. And you got to be fast. So we'll see. No, she didn't confirm. So, yeah, she didn't confirm. Look, I'm sure he's getting offered some money, okay? We're going to have to pay up if we want him. But, man, $4 million. Jeez. I mean, hey, if you can get it, right? This is college. Forget the pros. Who wants to go pro? Forget going pro. Stay in college. Make some real money. Yeah, Nova Sad's going to stay at Oregon. Yeah, I figured he would. Yeah, I mean, look, that dude's a stud. You seen that guy in Wildcat highlights? I saw him warming up in that playoff game. That dude is big. That dude looks like a quarterback. Okay, he looks like a grown ass man quarterback. Yeah, he's gonna start for Oregon. Yeah, I mean, why would you want to come for a rebuild? And I don't know if he's a junior or what he is, but look, guys, you got to you might as well keep Cutter Bowley and yeah, Santa hat. You like that? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to be festive. I want to be, I wanted to get in the holiday spirit. I'm not in the spirit. I've been eating all these cookies, but cookies aren't getting me in the spirit. So I thought I would wear a Santa hat. Yeah, so I'm wearing a Santa hat, and saying that since he came, he's not good. Oh, well, he looks good. Wildcat highlights. I mean, dude is ripped. I saw him warming up, and I don't know. I mean, look, that's just warming up, but he looked pretty good pregame. He's a pretty good sized boy. Well, if he's no good, then we don't need him. Look, I'm sure Will Stein will know whether or not he needs him. If he's fourth string and he's no good, Will Stein. Well, I mean, he might bring him here as a backup to show somebody the system. That's right, Julie. It's the holidays. I feel like getting in a holiday spirit. That's right. I work Christmas Eve. I get off Christmas morning. I'm going to come home, see my daughter, and then go to work the next day. So yeah, it's a living. But no, we'll see what happens with Mr. Bowley there, and we'll see. Look, we need so many players. There's no way we're going to be able to fill every need that we need. You know what I'm saying, guys? We need too many people. Yeah, this is a rebuild year. Just don't take what you can get as far as wins this year and just chalk it up to rebuild. Let's see. He hired another defensive back coach today from somewhere. I saw it on KSR from Texas A&M. The dude's gonna coach the Nickelbacks. Okay, like the band, the Nickelbacks. And I was thinking, oh, Nickelback. Oh no, we play a 4-2-5. So he's coaching the back end. Yeah, the five guys in the back. I can't confirm 4 million. Julie says, well, I think 4 million is a little steep. Yeah, I mean, come on, come on. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 10 damn games here. You know, but we'll see. Hey, maybe he'll get it. Maybe somebody will give him. I'm sure his phone's ringing. So I wouldn't believe anything I saw on KSR board. First of all, but yes, KSR board. It should be spelled BORED. By the way, that's KSR BORED. That's a joke. That's a joke. But yes, Walmart team. That's what we're gonna listen. We got Team Equate. We're gonna have to get Equate everything this year. Equate linebackers. Equate. Listen, we need so many people. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Love the hat. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas Eve. That's right, man. We won a basketball game, and we're talking about Cutter Bowley. See if he's going to stay or leave. Or Jeff Brohm, is he going to leave? Probably not. Julie said. Everybody's saying. I think Wildcat Highlight said he's not leaving. Okay, now that we'll see. People say that all the time. I'm not leaving. So we'll see. Maybe he won't leave. I wouldn't go to Michigan, but. Look, he coached in the Big Ten, as I said. He knows what Michigan is all about. If he wanted to go, he would probably already have taken it. So I figure he's not going. But yeah, they beat Toledo. I did win money on Toledo because they only had Toledo scoring like 16.5 points. And I'm like, oh, they're going to score more than that. So, yeah, someone on KSR board says Cutter Bowley wants $4 million. And I'm laughing my ass off because there's no way in hell been giving one player $4 million on a rebuild year. No. How about that? How about no? Yeah. Go to wherever else. Yeah. If that's true. But look, it's KSR board. BOARD, not BORED. So yeah. I don't get on the KSR board. I didn't know people got on message boards. What is it, 1998? What do we he could be leaving. Yeah, I'm sure he could be leaving, Julie. Julie's family, so yeah, hey, he could be leaving. If somebody writes a big enough check, it's the Ben Franklin. Look, this is about Ben Franklin now. That's what this is about. How many Ben Franklins can I get? So, but no, hey, we'll see what happens. We need a lot of players. The portal's going to be interesting. Yeah, Cutter is special, but if he wants $4 million, he ain't that special. Which I don't think $4 million. That's ridiculous. There's no way in hell he's asking for $4 million. 1 or 2 maybe, but yeah. Oh, don't worry about the F-bomb, Julie. I say it myself. I am 7 people from 1,000. If you have not subscribed and you're listening to this, hey, please think about subscribing. I almost put out 400 videos in 10 months. There's a lot of those are shorts, but still. So I'm always trying to get you guys put something on. All right, basketball. We won. We gave up 85 points. Yeah, that little team. I mean, come on. Quad 4 teams. They just, I don't know, guys. We didn't. I mean, look, we didn't play inspired. It's the going home for Christmas game, but still, those little white dudes are wearing our ass out. They got more points in the paint than we did. They got 38 points in the paint. We got 34. So yeah, I was disappointed, man. Come on, man. I hate seeing, you know, and drive to the basket is just hustle. I mean, you can't slide your feet and get in front of the guy. I don't know. So we'll chalk it up to Christmas time. But when they play Alabama, you better damn well not give up 40 points in the paint. Ethan was trash. It always is, Ethan. I don't get it, man. Even Quaintance, look, Quaintance shouldn't try as hard as himself. We should not have played Jalen Lowe. We were going to win this game. But yeah, our interior defense, good God. I mean, when you play good teams that can match up with Quaintance, now we're getting in. There's no more quad four teams, guys. No more quad four teams. All quad 1 and 2 teams now. I'm sure there might be some SEC teams that could be such a bad record they're quad 2, but yeah. Look, it's no more. There's no more gimmies. So we'll have to play better. Did Bellarmine put up 85? Yeah. I mean, look, they have a really good offense, but they're ranked 300. I was listening to Tom Leach on the way home. They're ranked 337th in defense. Okay, 330, and we scored 99, but you know, I mean, damn. And they hit some and look, we hit threes. Okay, look, Cam Williams. Nobody was guarding Cam Williams. Okay, no offense. Nobody was on it. Most of those were wide ass open. I'm like, why are they leaving him open? So yeah, I'm glad Cam Williams. Look, I'm glad we hit some threes. Okay, that's fine. It's a quad 14. We still quad 1 teams are shooting like, yeah, poop. You don't like Jane Quaintance, Julie? Yeah, I mean that's a big kid. He plays hard. He didn't today. Ethan, we play Jamie. Yeah, a week from Saturday, we play at Alabama. All the free throws and their paint percentage. Yeah, I mean, look, they scored 38 points in the paint. They outscored us in the paint. And Brandon Garrison sat down. And Colin Chandler needs to stay on the bench, and Trent Noah needs to stay on the bench. Just keep those guys on the bench. I know he likes them personally, but man, we got to take personal out of this. Look, I like them too, but you know what? They can't guard anybody. Jasper Johnson had a good game. So yeah, he scored double digits. But yeah, they just that team came to play, and if you look at the stats, yeah, I mean, we shot 16 of 30. They shot 7 of 19 from 3. So yeah, man, they shot 30 free throws. Wow, we fouled a lot. You're right. They hit 86%. I think they're number 1 in the country in free throw percentage at 82%. Well, they shot 86. We only out rebounded them by 9. They had 0 blocks. They had 11 turnovers. We had 11 turnovers. Well, it was a pretty even game. Okay. And then, of course, the player stats. Diabate had 20, but he's bigger than they are. He should have had 20. And, of course, Cam Williams had 26. And he did get a rebound. Wow. He had 1. He usually gets whatever points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. The ball must have came right to him. I don't know how he got him, but yeah. Jasper Johnson had 11. Yeah, that's pretty good. Aberdeen, 14. Oway, 10. We didn't need Oway. Aaron Torres did say it was a done deal. About the Jeff Brohm thing, is that what you're talking about? Why? That's why I came in here and said it, because yeah, now there are some Michigan sites saying yes, and there are some saying no right now, so we don't know. Yeah, Cam Williams gave me hope, Ethan, but remember, it is a quad 14. If he does that against Alabama, they're going to be in his face. They ain't going to let him just stand over there. Like, they just let him stand over there, and they just rotated away from him. So we'll see. As long as he shoots, I'm not expecting him to do that every game. But as long as he knocks a couple down every game, we're good. Jake, what's up? Cam hit 8. Yeah, we're talking about that, Jake. I mean, look, he should have hit 8. Hell, they didn't even guard him. 3 or 4 of those were wide open. Yeah, they just rotated away from him. But whatever, if they want to, rotate away from him, then he's going to get an open shot, and he hit it. So, but yeah, now no more cupcakes, guys. No more quad 4s. It's all quad 1 and 2 now. So yeah, Alabama they're good. I don't know if you've seen them. They're really good. Yeah. So, yeah, we got to win the SEC. I mean, that's what we need to do. Ethan, you can hit a couple, right? Just a couple. Yeah, you don't got to make them all. Just don't miss them all. But yes, and we need, yeah, Colin Chandler will not be able to play that game. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you haven't seen Alabama, Colin Chandler can't be on the floor. Trent Noah can't be on the floor. Brandon Garrison probably can't be on the. Look, there's people that don't. Yeah, I like Jellibick, not against Alabama. Look, those dudes they can run up and down the floor. Okay, they got size, and yeah, you better have our best horses in there. And yes, Jalen's gonna have to play. So look, which is why they rested him today. Thank goodness. So, uh, but yes. So anyway, hey, we got football coming up. The portal opens January 2nd. We'll see if how many of our people get in it. I know we need to buy a lot of players because we have 15 high school players. Maybe I'm sure we got time to sign more, but they won't be. Look, you ain't signing a lot of 4 and 5 stars unless you flip somebody. You're going to start signing 3 stars, which is what we will do, and that's what we got to do. I get it. St. John's, so I'm scared, kind of. Oh yeah, Alabama. Yeah, they did blow out St. John's. Yeah, now only person Arizona got them, but they're a good team, and it's Nate Oates. So Nate Oates is a good coach, right? I mean, you're going against a good coach, and yeah, you can't get out coached in this game. Don't overthink it. It's Alabama. They beat our ass twice last year, right? So, lady bass player, what's up? What happened to your shoulder? See, you're the first one to notice it. No, it's just a brace. It's just a brace. The weather, my joints are hurting. I have a bum shoulder. I actually have a lot of bums, a bum back, but a bum shoulder. And with the change in weather, it started hurting. So I always put this brace on when it hurts because it hurts right up in here over the years. So yeah, I just got it braced up. This weather, guys, Sunday it's going to be like 65, and then Monday it's going to be 30 and like 15. Monday, Tuesday, it's like, man, we go from 70 to 30 in 24 hours, and it's going to rain. So my joints are going to keep hurting. No, I'm just old. Best horses are always, Julie says, yeah. Quaintance he played okay. Florida really the best team. You know what? I don't know if they're the best team, but they're good. Wildcat highlights. Florida is good. Now they played a tough schedule, and they barely lost to like they barely lost to UConn. They barely lost to at Duke. They barely lost to UConn. So they're battle tested. They do have a good team. Are they the best team? I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know. I haven't seen the SEC. They're really good. Okay, they're like I said, they didn't play any scrub teams. They played a really hard non-conference schedule, harder than ours. So yeah, Florida is Florida, and so we'll see. But Alabama's good, Tennessee's good. I mean, there's some good teams. We'll see. Yep, Florida, but we're gonna find out who's good because now everybody starts playing one another. We'll find out how good Georgia and Vanderbilt, and we'll see. You've been playing quad 3 and 4 teams. Okay, there's no more quad 3 or 4 teams. So we'll see. The cream will rise to the top, right? I think. So, but yes, and so yeah, Oregon's going to play again. We'll see if Oregon beats Texas Tech. That'd be a good game, whenever that is. I think that's Tuesday or whenever, and then it's in a neutral site. I don't understand why they play at a neutral site. I thought Indiana was playing in Blooming. No, Indiana's playing somewhere else, in the Rose Bowl. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the playoffs, to be honest with you. Florida's a great program. Julie says Billy Donovan. Yeah, they won 2 in a row, back to back. Last team to win back to back, Florida. Yep, they were good. Ethan, I think Vandy or Georgia right now. You think so? Well, look, I haven't seen them play anybody, so I don't know. I watched a little bit of a Vanderbilt game. I mean, they can shoot. I haven't seen Georgia, but Mike White's a good coach, so they haven't spent any money on basketball. So if they're good, they're the Walmart team in the SEC basketball. So yeah, we'll see how good they are. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they played non-conference. I'd have to look it up. I don't think they played, anybody in the top 15. Look, we know how we need to play now. Okay, Mark Poe, it's easy to figure this out now. Okay, you know who not to play, especially after today. If you don't know who the hell to play after today's game, you really don't know how to coach. Because, like I said, you cannot have Trent Noah and Colin Chan. Their minutes need to shrink. Jasper Johnson might have earned a little more playing time, and Brandon Garrison needs to go sit down. Keep Moreno in there with Quains. I think Texas Tech may win on paper. Yeah, I mean, they're good. I don't know. I don't know. Look, Oregon's good. They can score. Man, you got receivers. They're special. They're specialty players, wide receivers, running backs. Man, they're good. That's 2 running backs they got are really good. They got one big guy and one quick guy. The quick guy can catch passes, and the big dude runs up. It reminds me of Dowdell and Patterson. I'm envisioning them as those two could be. One's a pass catcher, one's a power runner. They run what's called an outside zone. You know what? On my next video, which is coming out Christmas Day, we talk about the outside run. They try to get outside. Then they do certain things to get the corner. So they block that very well. So yeah, we'll see. Texas Tech's defense is good though. Julie says I haven't seen Georgia play. I've not seen Georgia play. So I don't know. Like I said, I watched a little bit of a Vanderbilt game. I forgot who they were playing. It wasn't anybody good. What kind of highlights? They haven't played anybody, but struggled at Memphis. Oh, really? Okay. Vandy did. Yeah, Memphis. Yeah, they're not great. So, well, you know what? Hey, I hope they're all ranked. The higher they're ranked, the more we'll get credit we'll get whenever we beat them, right? So let them all be ranked ahead of us, and then let's whip their ass, and then just move us up the line, right? Right? That's what we need to do. Leading the nation in points per game. Yeah, Ethan Vandy is okay. Then I know they haven't played anybody. Georgia. Okay, well then I know they haven't played anybody in points. Yeah, in fact, glad you said that. Now I'm curious. All right, now okay. Now wait a minute. Now who's Georgia play? That's hard to say. I like Mike White though. I really do. He's a good coach. Georgia basketball. Look, I didn't know they had a basketball day. It doesn't even. Football shows up real quick, doesn't it? You have to type in basketball. Man, okay. Who do they play? LIU Brooklyn is who they play next. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute here. They played what? Cincinnati. They beat Cincinnati. I don't know if Cincinnati's any good. West Georgia, WCU, Cincinnati, Florida State. Okay, they beat Florida State. Tennessee Tech doesn't count. Clemson beat them. Is this right? No, that's not true. Yeah. Oh, so they got a loss then. Does Georgia have a loss? Okay. They beat Xavier by 1. Okay, so yeah, they haven't really played. I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking at the right. Okay, I'm not looking at the right shit here. What am I looking at? Well, anyway, I thought I was looking at their schedule, but I can't get on their schedule. Well, anyway, I don't know who they play. They play LIU Brooklyn. That's all I know they play next. Well, anyway, they're 11-1. So yeah, they're 11-1. Okay. So they are 11-1. So yes. Okay, so West Georgia, yeah, they ain't played anybody. Cincinnati, Florida State, like we said. They did play, they played some decent teams, but yeah, they're ranked 23rd. Okay. So Clemson got them in overtime. Okay. They got Xavier by 1 point. And then other than that, yeah, Georgia Tech, yeah, Moorhead. Okay, yeah. Bellarmine. Wow, they beat Bellarmine 104-59. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, they're not. Okay, that's not impressive yet. Let's see who like I said, yeah. They beat some decent teams. They got Xavier by 1. Clemson got them in overtime. So they must be a solid team, right? So, but look, we play so many good teams. God, I mean, we shouldn't be stepping on the floor scared of anybody in this league, okay, after all the teams we play. Damn. I mean, we should just step on there and friggin' let's go. But yeah, we got to do better on defense, man. I keep saying interior defense is sometimes it's awful. I mean, it's bad. You let those little dudes, I mean, those were little guys, okay? Little white dudes, no offense, little white dudes got 38 points in the paint and you only got 34. Come on, man. Seriously, and they were going to the basket right. I mean, right in somebody's face and laying it up. We got people that just, I mean, can't stay in front of somebody. I don't get it. I do not get it, but I'm sure it will rectify itself, and maybe we're just playing down to the competition. But yeah, we got to fix that. You love Cincinnati in every sport, Julie. Well, hey, the Bengals. Cincinnati has a really good defense. Okay, Wildcat highlights. Well, okay, I'm glad we don't play them yet in the tournament, maybe. But okay, I mean, right? We don't play any out of conference teams, right? I don't think we play anybody out of conference. I don't think there's any more SEC versus Big 10 or Big 12 challenge. So I don't think we play anybody out of conference. So it's all conference games, and we only play a handful of teams more than now that they, expanded the SEC to 16 teams. We only played 3 teams twice: Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and somebody. Florida. Florida. I think that's the only 3 teams we play twice. I was looking at the schedule. So, hey, we don't play, Alabama twice, so we need to get them now. So, yes. But anyway, I'm Thomas, Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, Merry Christmas Eve, and please subscribe to the channel. And I am like 7 people from 1,000. Santa hat. Yes, I want to be in the festive holiday spirit. Merry Christmas. That's right. Because I will not be on here Christmas Day. So, but no, I'm looking forward to football. I mean, look, we're going to find out who we're going to get in the portal. We're going to find out how much money we're going to spend. We're going to find out if somebody walks, if Cutter Boley walks, or Sam Green, or whomever. I hope we don't lose Humphrey Grace. I would pay that guy. We don't have any defensive linemen to rush the passer. We need that guy. I'm sure our defensive coordinator is talking to everybody right now. He's in Lexington, giving his sales pitch, because this defense is, we don't need really huge guys, but we need guys that can tackle and are fast. We need a bunch of Alex Safaris is what we need. When you play a 4-2-5, it's only 2 linebackers, and you always have a nickel. Well, it's called a rover, but yeah, it's basically a nickel. So yeah, you need 5 athletes back there. So, Julie, 4 million. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if you're just getting in here, supposedly somebody posted on the KSR board that Cutter Boley's asking for $4 million. There's no way in the hell I would give him $4 million. I mean, I wouldn't give any for a rebuild. I mean, how are we going to afford any other players? Yeah, no. We'll see. Well, Julie hadn't heard that, but I wouldn't believe KSR board. Okay, so I'm not saying that. I mean, it might be true. I don't know who's on it. I never get on. I didn't know that message boards were a thing. Julie says that he might be leaving. Julie's his relative. So, hey, Christmas movies. Jake, I'm not huge on Christmas. I like some weird ass Christmas movies, like Die Hard, Night of the Comet. Jake, have you seen Night of the Comet? If anybody has not seen Night of the Comet, it's on YouTube for free. Go see Night of the Comet. That's the best Christmas movie. Oh, you haven't seen it? Jake, there's your assignment. Okay. It's an 80s movie. It's sort of a horror movie, but it's really not. Catherine Mary Stewart. Julie, have you seen Night of the Comet? I'm going to say Julie probably hasn't seen it. It came out in 1984. I will check it out. Yeah, check that movie out, Jason. It's a neat movie. It's a neat 80s movie. Catherine Mary Stewart, this beautiful actress, is on there. Die Hard. Yeah, I like stuff like that. My wife loves Elf. I mean, look, I like Elf, but yeah, I like Charlie Brown Christmas. I like the stuff when we were growing up. Frosty, the Snowman. That's the stuff I like. The animated stuff. They just don't show that anymore. So, never seen it. Yeah, Night of the Comet, guys. Excellent movie. I mean, just one of those movies that you go, oh, I have not watched this. It's an 80s movie, but it's cool. It's about a girl. The comet hits the Earth, and not everybody survives. And yeah, it's really cool. It did really good at the box office. So yeah, that was a hit back in the day. But yeah, it just didn't get it's not on any channels that you can watch, but it's on YouTube for free. So yeah, that's a good Christmas movie. Okay, Night of the Comet. Remember that. Maria, Charlie Brown Christmas. That's right. Maria's the best. Yes, they were talking about that. The little dancing scene when they had the music. Yes, we love Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes, the dancing scene. They didn't want to put that in there. And whoever the director told Charles Schultz, look, man, you got to liven this movie up. Put the dancing scene in there. Yeah. And all those actors were real kids. They were not child actors. They just went and found kids off the street and said, "Hey, you're going to be Charlie Brown. Hey, you're going to be, Lucy." And it's like, wow. So yes, Charlie Brown Christmas of a newer movie. Don't look up. Jake, yeah, it's kind of like it was one of the first zombie movies. That zombie over the earth. Yeah. Yeah, so many good movies in the 80s that if that you might not get to see. Yes. So, yes. Yes, Julie likes Maria's choice. Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty. What's the one where they're all Yukon Cornelius? Oh, that's my favorite. Abominable Snowman. And then Herbie the dentist. When I was in the Air Force, someone said I look like Herbie the dentist. Oh, yeah, come on. I don't look like. I probably looked it back then. You have to ask Maria. Maria is the only one of you that knew that I look like Herbie, the dentist. You have to ask Maria. Christmas Story, yes, is a good one. Did you know the kid from Christmas Story is in Elf? I did not know that. He is one of the elves at the North Pole. They put him in Elf because they wanted him in there. So I did not know that. There's a fact you don't know. So, yes, A Christmas Story is a good movie. The dentist. Well, that's what they use. Someone said that. So I did sort of resemble him back in the day. I did have blonde hair when I had hair. So yeah. Maria's in here. She could tell you I've known her since 1984 to beat Christmas Vacation. Well, Christmas Vacation. All right. All those Chevy Chase movies are good. Rudolph has Herbie. Okay. All right. Julie. Yes, Christmas Vacation. That's true, Jake. That's a good one. Yeah, I like Chevy Chase. All those. So many Christmas movies over the years, guys. But yeah, I like something with a little action in it. But no, I hope everybody has a good Christmas. Like I said, the game today, I enjoyed the game. I'm still driving, Maria says. All right, Maria, well, be careful. How far are you from home, Maria? You're still driving. Off topic. No, we're not on any topic. It's Christmas. We can talk about Christmas movies. Like I said, we're talking about Die Hard, movies where people get shot. Well, they don't really get shot, but what else is it? What's the Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon? That's a Christmas movie, right? Gary Busey, Lethal Weapon. That's a good Christmas movie. Yeah. So, a good Christmas. Well, thank you, Julie. Yeah, we are. We're gonna have a really good Christmas. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's a good one, Jake. Okay, now that's a good Christmas movie. I don't like the one with the kid. What's his name? He's Home Alone. Yeah, look, I'm not a big Home Alone. I never thought it was okay. You were much cuter than Herbie. Oh well, thank you, Maria. See, Maria says I'm cuter than Herbie. I'm cuter than a mold of clay. I like that. Thank you. You're pretty cute yourself. See, Maria and I have known each other since we were wee little children of 8. Well, I was 18. She was a little bit more than that. 45 minutes out. Okay, well, be careful driving. Yeah, and don't speed. There's too many speed traps out there. 'Tis the season to get pulled over. Julie, I want to tell this Kentucky Football Nation video popped up on my feed. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm cute. Oh, you're right. That's from the movie. Oh, I got you, Maria. Right. Okay. That's Rudolph. I got you. Yes. When they were playing reindeer games. I don't know what kind of reindeer games, Maria. Yeah, Maria, we're not talking about some reindeer games. I don't know what kind of reindeer games they were playing back then. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So, and Snoopy. Of course, I like Snoopy because he was booing people at that Christmas play. Yeah, that actually works, by the way. if you're in a large crowd of people and you just boo, nobody's going to figure out it's you. Rudolph. Yes, Rudolph. Yes. No, we can talk Christmas movies. Like I said, a lot of good Christmas movies. But I still, Night of the Comet, you guys, I'm telling you, it's an 80s, cheesy 80s movie, but it was a good movie. But no, so we don't play basketball till a week from Saturday. So we don't football. The portal doesn't open. So we just got some time here where we'll see what happens if we sign any high school players in football or whatever. Some coaches are coming. We'll see, who comes when. I kind of hope Oregon gets beat so that Stein can just come on and get here. I want him to be here. That would put him here at the portal date. So Alabama, that's who we play next, right, Julie? But look, I like Oregon, but I hope they get beat because I want to see him get here. And look, I'm selfish, so I don't want to see him keep going. And then, our coach be somewhere else. And we get their offensive line coach, Cutter. His name is Cutter, Julie. The offensive line coach that we're getting, name is Cutter. So there you have two Cutters. But no, it's impressive watching Oregon's offense. I will say that. If we could ever come up with something near that, we could do some damage. But until then, we're going to struggle a little bit. Going to struggle. But no, all right. Well, guys, I just wanted to get on here for a little bit and, see what everybody was up to tonight. Surely nobody's working tomorrow, right? It's just me, right? Surely nobody's working on Christmas Eve now. Come on. Will Cutter get $4 million in college? Well, if he does, he's a rich man, Julie. I don't know if he's asking for $4 million. There's a school out there who will give you anything you want. I'm sure there's a school out there that Tennessee would probably give him $4 million if they needed him, which they don't need him. Yeah, that's the market. Well, if he demands $4 million, that's pretty good. But I don't think we should pay that, Jared. I'm working half a day tomorrow, Jared. All right, well, hey, brother, take it easy out there. Yeah, I'm working. I'm doing a 24, so I get out Christmas morning. So what's Otega Owe getting paid? I don't know, Julie. They're not saying. Probably $1 million or $2 million. Probably $2 million. He's probably making $2 million, I would think, at least to come back from the NBA. He's probably our most expensive player, I would venture to say. Well, be careful, Jared, working half a day there. But no, I mean, look, if you're like me, I've been doing this all my life, doing 24-hour shifts. Yeah, you just work whenever. There's no weekends or holidays. Whatever day your shift falls, if you work that day. It's a living. I've been doing it so long. I never know what day it is. I had to say, is it Tuesday? So what do you think about Brohm to Michigan, Jared? Well, Wildcat Highlights says it isn't going to happen. Supposedly, Jeff Brohm said he's not leaving. He likes it Louisville, but we'll see. I wouldn't go to Louisville. Look, I would have thought he'd already, unless he's holding out for more money, he'd already taken that job because he coached at Purdue. He knows what Michigan is. So I don't know if he'll go or not. Aaron Torres seems to think he will. I mean, there's some Michigan people, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. They won their bowl game. Western's playing right now. Western ended up with Southern Miss. And Western, the quarterback got hurt in the first quarter, and they had to bring in a backup. So I don't even know if they're winning. So, but no, these bowls are boring, guys. Don't watch a bowl game, okay? Unless it's a playoff game. Don't do it. No, Western game is over. Okay, wow. Well, that was quick. Did it end? Okay. I don't know if let's see if Western Kentucky won their bowl game. Western Kentucky Hilltoppers football team won 27-16. Wow. They came back and won. They were down. Okay, so Western wins. They end up 9-4. Okay, they got a wide receiver. I'm going to tell you this right now, Wildcat Highlights. Western has one dude. I forgot his name, but he's good. I hope Will Stein was watching this game because there's a dude sitting in Bowling Green right now who is good. And he was like all conference for that conference. And I don't know, I forgot what his name was, but what is his name? By God, I was like, man, I wish Will Stein would call him right now because I was like, who is that guy? Why is he jumping up like that? Player stats. Who is that guy? Henry, 7 catches, 126 yards. Whoever this dude M. Henry is, number 0 for Western Kentucky, we need to be calling him right now. So I don't know Wildcat highlights who M. Henry is, but go back and watch the highlights for this bowl. That dude, 7 catches for 126 yards. Man, he was tearing it up. He was fast, jumping up. I mean, man, I was like, why do we not have? How does Western have a guy like that, and Kentucky doesn't have a guy like that? What the? Go pay that dude something, please, Matthew Henry. Thank you. Yeah, well, Matthew Henry, Mister Two First Names, he would fit in well here. We need Matthew Henry. Man, get the checkbook out. I'll give $20. I'll give 25, maybe even 50 if we can get him. Julie, I had bad dreams. If Cutter leaves for $4 million, I was just told from the family he was leaving. What? I had a bad dream. No, wait a minute, Julie. Are you saying they told you now? Ain't bouncing, Julie said. Oh, I thought you said they told him now. No, but Matthew Henry for Western Kentucky needs to be on our friggin' roster because that dude is good. When I watched Oregon and then I watched them, I was like, okay, that dude could play for Oregon. Therefore, I know he could play for us. Man, that dude's probably just made himself some money, guys. Is he as Matthew? Wildcat highlights. Is Matthew Henry a senior? Please tell me he's not a senior. No, that would be bad if he played in this last game and we can't get him. Well, I don't know if Matthew Henry is a senior, but if he isn't, by God, we need to open the checkbook up. Let's go Santa. Yes, Julie. Santa. Hey, they're at the North Pole right now. He's a senior. Oh, man. Gosh. Well, by God. Okay, never mind. Disregard what I said about Matthew Henry. Man, well, he had a hell of a game going out. I will say that. That dude, man. If he played there all 4 years, I'd be surprised, but I guess he did. So there you go. He was a senior. Well, never mind. Yeah, they didn't have anybody else, but if I got, I'd be looking at some of these teams and seeing who I could get. We need some receivers, guys. Now, I'm telling you, one-on-one, it's one-on-one. So much you're going to watch if you watch Oregon. If you can't win a one-on-one, you're just, and we don't have, like I said, Harley Gilmore is hardly going to be playing unless somebody teaches him. He ain't going to get any taller. And so, dude, you got to be able to hand fight, and he just cannot do it. And so maybe someone could get him on the practice field and listen, young man, you're going to have to use your body. I mean, you have Oregon catches 2 touchdowns with one-handed. The one-handed touchdowns by 2 Oregon, that's the receivers we need. Anyway, I'll be quiet on wide receivers. We need some offensive line. We need everything. And if Cutter wants to go, well, I'm sure he probably will announce before that. Tight ends, yeah. Yeah, the tight ends, yeah. I did a video on the tight ends, and they line up all over. The tight end is really a wide receiver, guys, okay? He's not really a tight end. He's really a wide receiver. That's what he is. But he's a Y. So that's considered a tight end, a wide receiver. But he's really a wide receiver. He does a few things he does some blocking in the run scheme, but it ain't like a traditional tight end. It's somebody like Rodriguez who can go get the ball. That man, Rodriguez will be the perfect wide tight end in this offense. I know. Don't let that guy go. Yeah, because you need a tight end. They are Wildcat highlights. Of course, they're going to spend more money in the portal for Stein. Yeah. Well, what does more mean? I mean, as little as we spent last time, and there better be a lot more. Is what it better be. And I'm sure it will be. Look, I'm sure it will be. But still trying to catch Alabama, Auburn, Texas. Yeah. Because, like I said, we're still behind football IQ. Oh, Julie on the tight end. No, it was easy, Julie. I had little movements, and the Y was the tight end. Just remember on that little board, the Y was the tight end. So yeah. Will the tight ends be blocking in the running game in the spread? Jake, yeah, I just put out a video, Jake. Go watch it. It is really, really good. Yes, they do block, but it's not like they don't line up on the line of scrimmage. And but they will block. Absolutely. Yes, they block. They do what's called a cross sift block. Well, they will move across the formation. Everybody goes one way, and the tight end goes but to this, the back side and gets somebody. So yeah, the tight end's blocked, but it's not blocking on the line of scrimmage. It's in motion. It's moving around. So yes, yeah, they'll be catching the ball. Yeah, yes. I just did it out of a bunch set, which is the little triangle of 3 receivers, and you'll see the tight end what all he does. The tight end goes in motion to show you if they're playing man or zone. Will Stein will use the tight end and put him in motion, and whoever follows the tight end will tell you we're playing man on the back end or we're playing zone. So you can watch my video. It's a pretty cool video. I actually stole it from John Gruden. So there you go. I will admit freely that video is from John Gruden. I just took it. So, hey, I needed it. No more Iowa football. Listen, Iowa football worked, Wildcat highlights. It would have worked if we could have, running the ball is important. You still got to be able to run the ball. But yeah, no, it won't be. We'll just get beat by a higher score. It's still going to be the same result for a while. I don't know till when, but it'll just be, we'll get a more excited ass whipping because we're going to keep giving them the ball back. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of 52 to 35 games. And, but I mean, hey, whatever, hopefully we can get it going. But, yeah. Oh, thanks to Julie says this video is very good. Well, thank you. I try. That, like I said, that's actually from John Gruden. But hey, I like John Gruden. If you want to know football, watch John Gruden. Basketball coach. All right, Julie. You're a former basketball coach. All right, good. You coach women's basketball. Good job. All right. The volleyball team lost. Yeah, Texas A&M. I didn't know Texas A&M beat 3 number 1 seeds to win the title. Damn, that's pretty good. I didn't realize that they were that low of a seed. So, yeah. I'm not a women's basketball fan. And I don't like our women's coach, Julie. I don't know. There's something about that guy. I'm just not impressed with that guy. Kenny Brooks. He's good, though. I love foosball, Ethan says. Well, foosball, that's old school. Yeah, that was the game back in the day. Foosball, yes. All right. Well, if you're good at foosball, you're old school. Foosball, that's a good game. Kyra Elsie, yeah, she's good. Yeah. Kenny Brooks, why not? I don't know. Wildcat highlights. There's something about that dude. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. He's obviously a good coach. Fired her. Oh, okay. Well, I know they put that one girl off the team that was on scholarship. Yeah, the one thing Brooks did was take that one girl who, and didn't give her a scholarship. But whatever. I didn't like that, but it's his team. He can do whatever he wants. Oh, they fired Kyra. Oh, she was the coach? Okay. I don't like Kenny Brooks. Well, yeah, mine's just I can't put my finger on it. I don't know why I don't like him. It's just I don't get a good vibe from him. But he's evidently a good coach. So we're ranked something. What are we ranked in women's? Are we in the top? We're in the top 20, right? So we're gonna find out if he's a good coach. We paid him a lot of money, so yeah, we need to be good at women's basketball, right? I mean, we need to be good in both. Yeah, very rarely we've been good in women's basketball, but to beat UConn, yeah, they can stack the deck. So Brooks replaced her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why she was fired. To be honest with you, was it because of a record or something else? I never keep up on it. And Matt Jones did play-by-play on the Western Kentucky game today, guys. I don't know if you listened to that. I did listen to it, and shout out to Matt Jones. He did a pretty good job for his first time doing play-by-play. I don't know who he was doing it with. Maybe that was Myron Metcalf talking about Rolling Stone songs. My man couldn't even name. He didn't even know he was naming. Okay, he couldn't name no. So they made it into a KSR show, but it was pretty entertaining. We need to be consistent team every week. In basketball, yeah. Wildcat highlights. Yeah, I don't know how much consistency you're going to get, brother. Look, we're in freaking January. We are what we are. When you come, look, it's going to be over. I mean, it's going to be over. In 2 months, we're going to be in March. And then, whatever we need to do, just, stop playing some people. Play about 7 guys, and that's about it. And look, the other people just you just got to sit down. And I don't care who doesn't like who and all that shit. This is not the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts. Get in there and play. Let's go. Acquaintance is fine. If Jalen Lowe cannot get hurt, what was it? Jack Givens was talking about his shoulder in 1978 when we won the national championship. He had a bum shoulder, and he actually the night before the championship game where he scored 42, they had to pop it back in. So back then, all they did was pop your shoulder back in, and you went back in the game. You didn't go sit down, So he's like, I just popped my shoulder back in, and then went out there and scored 42 points, and we won the national championship. So yeah, I'm hoping my man will just tough it out. Come on, man. You can wear a brace like this right here. Wear this brace and don't hit your shoulder. She started off winning and then lost. Well, that's probably why she got fired, Julie. It's all about the record. But yeah, we do need to be more consistent. I just don't know. I just don't see it. We ain't consistent on defense. Well, we're consistently bad at letting people score points in the paint. So hopefully we can change that. Sounded a little anxious. Yeah, he was a little anxious. You could tell he was. I would be too. They're talking about the Rolling Stones. Well, who was doing that game with him? Jake, was that Myron Metcalf? Because they were talking about the Rolling Stones, and that guy thought he knew the Rolling Stones. He couldn't name any of their songs. I was laughing. Myron, yeah, that was good. Why is Chandler starting? I don't know. Did he start today? Surely he didn't start, did he? Don't tell me that. I didn't see the first. I didn't see the first 10 minutes. Because I was busy. I'm like, all right, it's on ESPN. I got to go get my iPad, and get on the app and look at it. So no, I didn't see it. If he was starting, he shouldn't be. He didn't play very many minutes. Yeah, he does. He needs to be about a 10-minute guy. And poor Trent Noah. I mean, God damn, that guy. Look, man, I don't know what he needs to do. He definitely needs to muscle up because he's a big dude. And yeah, he looks the same as he did last year. Where's the muscles, dude? Hit the damn weight room and let's become a basketball player. You're not going to just stand out there and shoot threes. You got to guard somebody, dude. Come on. So yeah, Trent Noah has regressed. So he needs to just take the next year. You need to hit the weight room, brother, because you're not muscled up. That's my opinion. But yeah, Chandler's never going to be a shooter. And look, no offense to the guy, he's athletic. You can go. You ain't going to the basket on good teams, brother. Okay, you're a guard. You're not going to go down the lane and you're going to get smacked. Is what you're going to do if you go down the lane on a good team. Now you can dunk on, quad 14, but yeah, dunk on North Carolina or somebody. You'll impress me. But yeah, Chandler. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's pitiful, Julie. He plays hard. He does play hard. But yeah, we don't have the skill set yet. I mean, does anybody shoot inside the 3-point line, like about 15 foot out? Does anybody get in the lane anymore? And I mean, I don't understand. Nobody plays with their back to the basket. I know, but man, nobody can hit a 15-foot, a 12-footer. I mean, everybody's got to be outside 3-point line. I got it, and then or they're just going to run to the basket and throw it up off the backboard. So I don't know, guys. I don't understand the game sometimes. Jelly's name, Yelovic. Well, Jelovic, Jelavic. Yeah, he's a good. Well, he was good in Croatia, but he's going to have to sit down. Yeah, so I think Jasper Johnson earned a little playing time. He can come in and do well. But yeah, look, that was that was Bellarmine. No way should we have gave up 85 points to them. I mean, it's effort, guys. It's effort. You cannot coach effort in January, okay? That's what you should be afraid of. All of us should be afraid of effort. You can't slow start. How many fucking times are we going to start off slow and at the half we're only up by 8 and you're a 38.5-point favorite and you're up by 8 at the half and you cover it? I told somebody was going to bet that at work and I said, do not bet that. It's a before Christmas game. They're not going to cover that. They didn't come anywhere near covering 38.5. So yeah, guys, I mean, you can't coach effort at this point. I say that we should shoot mid-range more. Wildcat highlights. Some players should shoot mid-range more, like Colin Chandler and Trent Noah And yeah, we got people that I think Cam Williams is just he's our best when he puts it up, it has a chance of going in. But anybody else, no. Oway, sometimes he's streaky. But yeah, there's another guy. Well, Oway goes down the lane. When he hits a 10-footer, he gets hit. Yeah, but we don't have anybody that can shoot from like 15 foot out or, uh, yeah, I think some of our players, Wildcat highlights, need to learn to get closer to the basket. Get in. That's what in fact, Jack Gibbons was talking about that. The lost art of shooting a 14-footer because you're closer to the basket. Instead of jacking that sucker up from way out there, try to get fouled. I mean, try to get in the lane. I mean, try to get inside. I'm not saying take long twos, but get in front of the free throw line somewhere. So, Jake, I'm a little late. Merry Christmas, all Merry Christmas, Jake. Yeah, well, dang man, I'll stay on a little while. We've been on an hour. I can stay on a little bit longer. We're just talking about everything: football, basketball. Jack and Tom Leach are so awesome together, says Jake. Yeah, they are, and especially Jack Gibbons. He keeps saying, "Why are we not trying to get fouled?" Okay, so Wildcat highlights. Yes, I want us to get in the lane to try and get some foul shots. I mean, we had guys that the other team, I think they outshot us. We have been outshot in foul shots. Almost every game, the other team shoots more foul shots than us because we're playing this zoom action where we stand out on there and we never give the ball somebody going to the basket or trying to shoot inside the 3-point line. And so we never get fouled. So yeah, I think I'm saying the same thing Jack Gibbons says. If you're not hitting a 3-pointer, don't jack up another one. Go in the lane and try and get fouled. Try to get closer to the basket is what I'm saying. Some of our guys need to do that, especially if the 3 is not falling. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas, Chainsaw. Louisville beat barely. Yeah, Toledo. Hey, Toledo, they that backup quarterback, their one quarterback got hurt. I won some money off that game because their total points was 16.5, and I knew they would get more than that. So yeah, but yeah, look, Louisville, it's a bowl game. Louisville wasn't trying hard, just finished the game, WKRP. Well, what'd you think, WKRP, if you just finished it? Yeah, we were a 38.5-point favorite. John Smith crashed the paint. Yes, crashed the paint. I agree. Then you can kick it out. Argue it to someone. Correct. Yes. Now, once you crash the paint, once you go to the basket, you can give it to somebody under the basket, throw it back out, try to get fouled, set a screen for somebody. See, you notice how other teams are rolling to the basket on us? We don't roll to the basket. They roll to the basket, but we don't roll the basket. Why are we rolling to the basket? Except for Oway. Now, that's his game. But we don't have anybody else. I mean, Chandler can't roll the basket, hell. We don't have people who are going to, slip to the basket, pick and roll. Who are we picking and rolling with? We got to pick and roll with. Hell, Brandon Garrison. So, yeah, we need to do some pick and rolls and some more stuff just to get easy points in the paint. We got big guys. I mean, Cam Williams is tall, but he's not going to come in he's going to stand out there. I get it. Wildcat, like to see our offense run through JQ. Yeah, I mean, they didn't try to get it to him today, but look, I understand. They don't want to get him hurt. Jake, how about the transfer portal? Yeah, we'll see, Jake. We need a lot of people. We need so many people. Yeah, it's going to be wild. WKRP, the team with 10 assists and rebounds. Oh, okay. 8 rebounds. Oway, yes. Yeah, Oway played. I mean, he only had 10 points, but he did, yeah. And he didn't play hard, but he didn't have to. Julie, my favorite are Oway. Yes. And yes, and Quains will overcome his injury. I think Quains is fine. I hope his knee doesn't swell. All right, WKRP, then you saw that, yeah. Colin Chandler needs to sit down. Trent Noah needs to sit down. That's what we learned from the game. We got some people Jellivic, go sit down. Jasper Johnson played good. Aberdeen actually had a good game. But look, guys, it's a quad 14. I mean, goddamn, we should score 99 points. They were 337th in total defense. Okay, 300. So, yeah, we should have scored 99. But we should not have gave up 85. But, but yes, crashing the paint, getting inside the lane. Yeah, go through Quains. something. We need to, whatever they're practicing over the Christmas break. Come on. I mean, like I said, we can't win games. We can't get in a shootout with anybody. We cannot get in a shootout with Alabama. We will lose. We need that game in the 70s. We need to win 74 to 68 or 74-71. We need to keep it under 80 because, yeah, we are not an offensive juggernaut, in case you haven't noticed. Now, we were today, but that doesn't count. Can Alabama shoot? Yes. Yeah. Wildcat highlights, they're an 8-0 team. Now, they're not as good as they did with that one guy that they had for like the one guard they had for 6 years. They're not as good as they were last year, but they're still good. But they do go through cold streaks. But yeah, they got some good shooters. That John Smith. Jasper needs more minutes. Yeah, I mean, to improve. Yeah, I just don't know this late in the season, man, how much time we have. But if Jalen Lowe doesn't get hurt, he probably won't get a lot. There'll be some games you can play him in, like today, but there'll be other games where you can't play him in. So yeah, but at least he can come in. At least he can score. We know he can knock down a three. So yeah, he probably, depending on the matchups, John, he probably will play a little more. He probably earned that. Mo. Oh, yeah, Mo Diabate. Yeah, I mean, look, he's good. Look, guys, he's not tall. So, yeah, he's wide. He's not so tall. He's played well. He has to. We need him on the floor with Quains so they can be under the basket. And all the next three guys stay outside. And we do not need everybody standing around the outside of the damn three-point line. So at least he's smart enough to not do that shit, because that 5-out Zoom bullshit will not work with the team we have. Yes. So, yeah, I'm glad he changed that. But, yeah, Diabate's a tough player. Julie, yes. John, Mo gives the bully ball energy. Yeah, at least he plays hard as shit. Yeah. And Aberdeen played well today. Yeah. So I've heard this Aberdeen guy doesn't like Oway or whatever. I don't give a damn about that shit. I would call them in, and you guys are going to figure this out right now with the door closed. I don't care who doesn't like. That ain't got shit to do with anything. We're trying to win basketball here. J-Lo didn't play today because they didn't want to get him hurt, Julie. Look, we can't afford to lose him. If we lose him, we won't have a chance because we don't have a back. I mean, Jasper Johnson can play a little backup point guard. He's just not much. He hadn't had enough playing time. So a lot of lineups tonight, WKRP. Yeah, I think he was looking to see. Hopefully he was looking to see who needs to sit down. And hopefully you saw that Trent Noah and Colin Chandler need to sit down. And they need to stay sitting down because they can't friggin' guard anybody. I mean, Chandler plays hard. I'll give him that. But, man, he gets – like I said, so you watched the game, WKRP? That team beat us in points in the paint, 38-34. We let that little team give us 40 in the paint. And you saw how many times they went to the basket. That's what we don't do. They screen and roll, slip and roll. Yeah, I mean, people are just going to the basket on us. I call it the bullfighter defense. It's just Olay. We need to give our guys a red cape and just go on by, because damn, we don't stop anybody. They just that one white dude. Who the hell did he just abused? It wasn't Diabate. Maybe it was Moreno. Somebody just abused. Some little white dude just went up there and laid it up and right in the dude's face. And I was like, man, what the, come on, man. Yeah, our interior defense. And next semester. Yeah, I saw that day. I don't think that's going to happen from what they were saying. Wildcat highlights. Mark Pope came out and said he could be misleading. He said that we have enough players. Yeah, I don't know how much more money we're going to spend on this damn team. I mean, I don't know who they'd bring in. I could bring in somebody, but this late in the year, I think you just got to go with who you got to go with. Hell, we have hard enough time getting these guys to play together. John Chandler fell off big time. Yeah, he did. He never was going to be John. He was never going to be this. They thought they were trying to make him into a two guard and a scorer. He has no mid range game. He can't go to the basket and score consistently. He jacks up 3-pointers, and every once in a while he hits one. But he doesn't have a complete offensive game. And well, neither do a lot of our guys. Like I said, he needs to be trying to get fouled. But yeah, Chandler just needs another year or whatever. But he's not going to be this, knockdown 3-point shooter. He's just not good enough. Maybe he will be someday. WKP get crushed in the paint. Well, they crushed us. I can tell you that, because they got us 38-34 in the paint. I didn't like that. Julie, Chandler, Noah, and Jelovic are pitiful. Well, I mean, pitiful. I mean, they're good, but they're not. They're not living up to what we thought they would be. Now, Jelovic's from Croatia. I'll give him. He's from another country. I'll give him a break. But Chandler and Noah regress. I mean, they didn't improve any. Well, except Chandler can jump. Okay, you can dunk on some quad 14s. All right, so what? But yeah, as far as against the big boys, yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready for prime time players. WKP, yes, John. Lineup needs to be low. OA, Cam, yes, I agree. Yep, that's about it right there. Yeah, that has to be. I agree with you, John. It has to be low at point guard, OA, Cam out there in the corner, and then JQ and Diabate down low. That's our best five players, and you don't need to sub, but as little as possible. Brandon Garrison, maybe a couple, maybe we could do Brandon Garrison or Moreno for a couple minutes. But yeah, don't be subbing people in and out. Jake, random, but Philip Rivers. And Philip Rivers, yeah, I mean, he ran, dude, he was running. Did you guys see? It's on YouTube. Aaron Rodgers was talking smack to one of the Detroit Lions. So Aaron Rodgers took off running out of the pocket, right? And he ran and outran some guys, and he ran out of bounds. And a Detroit player fell down. So Aaron Rodgers puts his hand down there, and the Detroit player will not let him help him pick him up. And Aaron Rodgers says, "Oh, okay, so you don't want me to help you up because you can't outrun a 40-year-old? Is that why you can't get up? Because you can't run out?" He's just talking shit to that kid. I'm like, you dumbass. You should have let Aaron Rodgers help you up. Yeah, Philip Rivers, like, what are you going to say about him? He was running. It looked like he was running in quicksand. I was laughing. Who just asked me about that? I'm sorry. Was that you, Jake? Yeah, Jake. I was laughing when he was running. His legs were moving. You know what I'm saying? Here's what happens when you get older. I played softball. I shouldn't have played softball until I was 45. You think you're running. You're telling your legs to go, but they aren't moving. Yeah, Philip Rivers was running one time. He was trying to get out of bounds, and he was running. His legs were moving really fast, and he wasn't going anywhere. But look, man, for 44, he's a good player. Wildcats. Yeah, Grandpa. Yeah, I mean, look, they should get somebody younger. I mean, look, I like him, but he's going to get somebody's going to blitz him, and yeah. But Aaron Rodgers is old too, so so what are you going to do? A lot of older quarterbacks. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He gave that guy shit. There's the lineup. Yes, yeah, that's the lineup, guys. That's our five guys. Look, I think Pope knows what he has to do. Just freaking do it. I don't care about numbers. I don't give a damn what the numbers say. I don't care about plus minus this. Look, we all know who the five best players are. It's easy to see. Just watch the film back. Just watch the film back. So yeah, that's our five. Could suit up for the Colts. Oh man, if I was 45, oh man, he's 44. 45 is when I lost it. When I said, okay, I can't run the bases anymore. I tripled when I was 45, my last at bat, guys. This is a true story. The outfield was shifted all the way over. And I looked over at the dude that was coaching as my friend, and I said, I'm going to hit it down the first base line. And it was I was 45 years old, and we were down 6-2. And dude, I hit it right down the line. There was nobody there. I take off running. I'm running like somebody's chasing me. They stopped me at third base, and it would have been inside the park home run. And then that was the ninth inning. And then we got, 2 outs. And then I put my stuff in my car, and I put it in my basement. And that was my last memory of softball, hitting a triple, which really was an inside park. And I was running as fast as I could. And that was a long way. So yeah, 45. When you lose it, you lose it. You're like, I can't do that anymore. So yeah, for Colin, sadly. Yes. Now, okay, now John, you bring up a good point. Pope likes Colin Chandler, and we all know why. And I'm not going to say why. We all know why, and it's none of my business. If you like, and I understand, I get it. I understand why you like him, and I know you like Mountain Mamba there. But yeah, Noah, but they need to sit down. Forget this like shit, okay? You're going to get fired. Don't do that. Think his best recruit he had at BYU. Well, if that was his best recruit, Uh, Low outfit, shoulder brace. Yeah, look, guys, I'm old. I'm not hurt. It's just the weather. My joints are hurting because it went the barometric pressure drop. Yes, I'm sporting that. I didn't know what you. I'm just trying to get a little right here. It's starting to hurt. Whenever it gets either really cold or it got to be 70 degrees, it starts hurting right there. Yeah, that's from too much softball, too much basketball, too much weightlifting. I still lift weights twice a week. How tall are you? Dude, I'm like 5'10". I'm 5'10", 240. 5'10", 240, which is probably too much. But hey, you got to stay, you got to lift. So yeah, I lift and do cardio and Pilates. My wife, you should see me. My wife does Pilates with me. I'm not going into a studio in front of people. It's like a gorilla trying to do Pilates. You guys would laugh. Yeah, we have a reformer machine downstairs. So I actually did Pilates tonight and I stretched out. And so, yeah, I just do whatever I can to stay limber up. Or the Kentucky point guard uniform. Yeah, but I'm only like 5'10". Yeah, hang in there with injuries. Yeah, well, I'm old. Yeah, so I cheat like hell. You could have elite linebacker. You know, when I was in high school, I was 135 when I went into basic training in the Air Force. Maria's not on here. Maria, who was on here earlier, Julie, I was 135. I was a little dude, and she, of course, we've been friends. But yeah, so I went from 235 to 240. I went to my high school reunion. I keep going to my high school reunion. People are like, holy shit. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you lift weights. You bulk up. So yeah, yeah. When you got to put that, listen, putting fire gear on, putting an air pack on when you're old. Oh, it's hard. No, I was poor. I played sports in the Air Force. I enjoyed it. I was a good softball player. I say good softball. I was an average softball player. I was a pretty good volleyball player, and of course, flag football. That's what they didn't want you to tackle. Well, it was supposed to be flag football, but it turned into tag football. Not too short. Well, yeah, I'm this way. Like if I buy a shirt, I have to buy a shirt, like a big ass shirt, So yeah, I'm this way. So yeah, but I'm old and I'm feeling it. Can't believe I'm 57. Julie, you're 57. Wow, we're the same age, Julie. Uh, how old's your husband, Julie? How old's your husband? Lay off the cookies. Yeah, no, you know what? You said that, Julie. I already said that tonight. I already said, do not bring any more cookies. Stop bringing me cookies. Okay. I'm going to go from 240 to 245, and it's going to be, I'm going to look like Buddha. And yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't want to look like that. I could stand to lose 10, but yeah, it's just hard when you get older. So yeah, gotta lay out the cookies. Gotta lay out the cookies. Uh, Eggnog is already gone from Costco. I'm not an eggnog for. I don't like eggnog. Yeah, I never liked that. That's yeah. I'm not buttermilk. I don't like buttermilk. I like buttermilk to cook with, but I ain't drinking it. But yeah, we're gonna do a little meal on Friday, my guys. We're gonna do ham. My wife is gonna cook the ham and sweet potatoes. She does this sweet potatoes with brown sugar and walnuts. It's something she learned when we were in Montgomery, Alabama. She got this lesson for sweet potatoes, and I don't know how she does it, but it's good. What's the trick to bulking up? I'm 6'0" and trying on the bulk. How old are you, Jake? And I'll give you some advice. First, tell me how old you are. Okay, I see that you're 6 foot. Now it just depends on how old you are, but yeah, the trick is to have your own weights if you have room in your house. If you live in a house, the trick is to have your own stuff. Because you're not always going to go to the gym. Well, I'm lucky I'm at a firehouse. I have it there at work. I can work out at work, guys. I mean, I always tell my guys, why you got a gym membership? I always tell them it's Tom's Gym. Yeah, open 24/7. Yeah, you can work out. You're 30. Okay, now see, you're in the right age to bulk up now. Okay. Have you lifted weights at all, Jake? At all? What you need to do is have you lifted? Because I did not know how to lift weights until I went in the Air Force, and then people taught me how to lift correctly. The key is form. You don't have to lift a lot, especially starting out. You want to go light and more reps and get the learn how to do the reps bars correctly. Like, you can breathe in, and then when you're going out, you breathe out and yeah. So technique, Julie adding eggnog to her whiskey. Our whiskey to your eggnog. But now, Jake, look, if you don't have your own stuff, get a gym membership. But you got to go in there. Like you can't, you cannot think about working out. It's like I always tell people, it's like brushing your teeth. Nobody thinks about brushing their teeth. They just do it because they know they're gonna have stinky breath. Don't think about working out. It has to be just like, well, I got to go work out and just get 3 days a week, and then to figure out what you're going to work. Look, if you're, it's mostly upper body. You can walk and do your lower body. You don't do all this squats and all that shit that's going to hurt you. Just do basic bench press, curls, pull downs. Don't sit there and do deadlifts and squats. That's two things I would say never do: deadlifts and squats. You're just going to hurt your back. If you hurt your back or your knees, you're done. So just do stuff. Look, I call it the Barbie workout. I'm 60 years old. I do the Barbie workout. I do less weight and more reps. Less weight, more reps. Get the form down. Get the form down no matter what you're doing. And yeah, don't try to. I've been lifting since playing football. Okay, so you know how to. Okay, so you know how to do it, Jake. Okay. Well, the key now for you is to do it 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 times a week. Just do it. I mean, you can take a week off, but just get in the gym. When you go in the gym, it's about business. You go in these gyms, people are talking, and they look, man, I work out by myself. Like my guys leave me alone. When I go in the gym, it's business. It ain't about fun, and it's going to hurt like hell, but it's going to be good results. So look, man, don't hurt yourself, but get a routine down and stick to it and keep doing it. Keep doing it. It has to be over. You're 30. You have to be doing it when you're 45, 50. You can never stop. That's the deal with weightlifting. If you stop, all that muscle goes to fat. So get something down that you like doing and you can handle, and do that routine, and don't kill yourself. Okay. I see guys get surgery because they're trying to bench press, but don't be in there trying to bench press. I did 300. I think I did 320 one time or something. Yeah. Don't bench press that much. Tom, was that your MOS combat? I was a firefighter. Yes, that was my which was part of civil engineers in the Air Force. Yep, I was a firefighter in the Air Force. Before you awake. Okay, now WKRP. Okay, now that you said that, let's talk about that, Jake. Here's another thing. I cannot work out in the morning. I am not a morning person. I have to work out between noon and 8 at night. That's my window. I can't get up and a dead sleep drink. I can't do it. I never have been able to do it. There's another thing. Now that you brought that up, WKRP, Jake, find out, are you a morning person? Or does it matter? Because I never could do it in the morning. So I always do it like when I go to work tomorrow. I have free time from noon to 4. And on your free time, you can do what you want. So my guys know, okay, between noon and 4, he's going to the gym about 1 o'clock. Yes, every like clockwork. I've worked there for 33 years. And for 33 years, I've been going to that my guys will tell you, I just go, I'm going to the gym. And they know, okay, he's going to the gym, leave him alone. And then I go in there and I'll turn on KSR. I'll be like, okay, I didn't listen to KSR today. Let me see what they're talking about. Or I'll do something sports or something, a podcast. And then I'll lift weights, and then I'll get on the treadmill. Stretch. You got to stretch, Jake. That's another thing. Stretch. You're 30. You probably don't think you have to stretch. Now's the time when you want to stretch. Just don't overdo stuff. If something hurts, don't keep doing it. Yeah, I guys get shoulder surgery because you keep doing shit. If it hurts, stop doing it. Yeah. So it's not worth it. Yes. Don't use steroids. Well, no. You can't use steroids because it's illegal, and you won't get it because I am on testosterone. And for me to get testosterone, I have to show my driver's license. The doctor has to write it on a certain day. So yeah, don't worry about steroids. You ain't going to get that. That's a controlled substance, especially in Kentucky and Indiana. You ain't getting it. The doctor has to write it. The doctor has to explain exactly why. I am on testosterone. Yes, my testosterone got low about 10 years ago. My wife gives me a shot, which hurts like hell every 2 weeks, but I feel good. So, but yeah, don't do that shit. You're 30. You don't need testosterone. Power lifter Jake. And she told me bad stories. Yeah, back in the day, Wildcat Highlights, when Mark McGuire, you could use androstenedione. Back in the day, yeah, before, well, let's see, they went to a controlled substance in Kentucky probably about 10 years ago. You could get anything. High school players were using. You could go to Mexico and get it. I never stretch my back. Okay, Jake. Ooh, brother, your back. You have got to stretch your back. If you, let me tell you what, I have a very good chiropractor. Now, I can't, we're going to talk about this. If you're watching this back, just disregard. We're not talking sports now. Chiropractor. I have one that has tools. He doesn't, I don't need anybody to pop my back. He has what's called a Grasson tool. It's a metal bar. He also has a laser. But this metal bar, you can look it up. Michael Phelps, NFL players use this metal bar. They roll it on you and it hurts like hell, but he uses it on me. So yeah, he works on me like I'm an athlete. Get yourself a good chiropractor, Jay, that uses tools. Anybody can pop your back. Don't waste money on that shit. Find somebody that will work on you with tools if your back is hurting, because you need to start getting adjusted right now. Because if you don't listen to your body's telling you, and you get to 40 and 45, you're going to throw out your back. And I threw out my back when I was 45, and I could not get up. And I've thrown it out a couple times over the years. And man, that's the worst thing you can do. You cannot friggin' walk. Take care of your back. Yeah, therapy, any kind of therapy. Wildcat Highlights. Yeah, I actually get him to use a laser on me. He's got a state-of-the-art laser that I'm trying to avoid my lower back surgery. But if I bend forward, guy, I can't pick anything up anymore. I have to tell my guys, if I have to bend forward and pick something up, I can't do it. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. My back's been killing me since I was 17. All right, Jake. Well, then you know what? You're out of alignment, brother. You're either your hips are out of alignment. When you sit, this is the worst thing. You're sitting all the time. This is what I do too. Don't do that. Yeah, sit. Don't do that. Yeah. Try to adjust the mind, or and I'm the worst one to tell you that because I'm sitting here slumping. But yeah, I got to sit. I'm sitting on a purple pillow. Okay. So I'm sitting on a purple pillow, which is expensive as hell, but it's cushioned, because if I don't, my back will be killing me. So no, you need to, but jump on that back thing, man. Find yourself a chiropractor that uses some sort of tools, traction that pulls you apart. There's a traction machine that hooks to the front, like your upper body and your lower body, and it just does this. Oh man, yeah. Find yourself a good chiropractor. Appreciate your service. Oh, thank you, Jake, for fire science. I couldn't do it. Okay, well, hey, man, look, cops, firemen, EMTs, doctors, or nurses are not for everybody. There's people that think they can be a cop. You know, hell, you cannot pull one. I got guys. There's people that couldn't pull one of my shifts, and I know you can. My wife would tell you, yeah, come do what I do. Come sleep tomorrow night. I have to stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning because we're short tomorrow because it's a holiday. So yeah, I will take a nap between like 4 and 8 in the afternoon. I'll get a little nap, and then I'll stay up to like 1 or 2 in the morning. Then I'll get up at 6:30 and leave. It's just a series. Your life is a series of naps when you work shift work. So yeah, a lot of people think they could be. No, you cannot. No, you can't. It's not easy. It sounds easy, but it's not. Rocky theme in the background. Well, thank you, Julie. I like Sylvester Stallone. I saw him from far away, but I've never met him. I heard he's a nice guy. Well, thank you. Well, I'm trying to be humorous. I was lucky. I went in the Air Force. I didn't know anything about sports. I didn't know anything. I was a poor kid from Madisonville, Kentucky. And, people in there taught me, this is how you lift weights. This is how you play side. This is how you, man, my 8 years in the Air Force. I went to the Air Force Museum. There's a museum. And Chuck Norris was the Air Force guy. And I remember everybody was in the Air Force. There are pictures on the wall and they write something. And Chuck Norris wrote, if you're watching this back, he wrote, my 4 years in the Air Force were better than any college degree. Man, let me tell you what, I never went to college, but I went all over. I was in Alaska. I mean, I was with NATO troops. I did so much in 8 years. That was the best decision for me. I'm not saying that you should do that, but I wouldn't have done well in college. But I excelled in the Air Force and at BS. So I was lucky that I learned from men. I mean, back then in the 80s, look, it was friggin', it was about, yeah, there was no BS in the air for you doing your job. Yeah, those planes get in the air. That's your job. I was a firefighter. Your job is to get your ass on the ramp and make sure if there's an emergency, you get the plane down and you get the people out of the plane. And yeah, so I was lucky. Poor. We got married at 19 and 17. Julie, if you're still on here, Julie, 19 and 17. We'll be married 40 years in next July. Yeah, 19. Her dad had to sign. Her dad was an ex-Air Force guy, and he said, "You need to marry this guy." So God rest his soul. He, we weren't best friends, but he did give her some good advice. Being a cop means you have to deal with stupid people. Yes, it does. Yes, we had a guy who was so drunk yesterday at the airport, and no, the cop could have arrested him. He did not. He let someone come from a town back. He was from across the bridge in Kentucky, and they let someone come and get him. We have people come in there all the time that are off their meds. Look, there's so many people doing drugs, guys. It's the worst ever. It's the worst ever. So many drugs are being done. Don't do drugs, Jake. There's another thing. Take care of your body. Your body's like a machine, a car. If you run the hell out of your car and you don't change the oil, when it gets older, it ain't going to last. I have 4 heart stents. Okay. 4, twice I've had blockages. Twice. A stent. I'm fine. I had to be on blood thinners for a year. I can do anything that I normally do, but I, perfectly in shape guy, had a heart attack. So it will happen. Your body's going to break down. So look, man, baby your body. Eat good. Look, you're young. I tell my daughter, she isn't listening. This is the time when you want to start eating right, exercising. If your back is hurt, you need to get that looked at, brother. Yeah. So yeah, alcohol. Yeah, don't do that shit. Smoking weed. There's another fucking thing. It's smoking. The worst thing you can do is to put smoke in your lungs. Yeah, don't do that. Time for negative people. WKRP. There's another good rule. Yeah, don't. Okay, here's another. There's 6 people in here. I told my daughter all her life, listen, stupid is like a grenade. If you're with a stupid person and they do something stupid, stupid's like a grenade. It's going to kill everybody in the room. They didn't have nothing to do with it. So I always tell my daughter, if you're playing this back, this is life experience for everybody watching this back. If you see somebody doing something stupid, just get the hell out of there, turn around and walk away, because stupid will blow up and kill everybody around it that didn't have nothing to do with it. So yes, don't hang around. WKRP, I'll drink to that advice. Don't hang around stupid people. Yes, because they will get you hurt. And plus, you don't want to be stupid. But yeah, Jake, take care of yourself, man. Look, you're gonna live. Like right now, you're 30. Time is different. Time speeds up. You're 30. You're thinking, well, 50. Look, man, you'll be 50. It's gonna go like. And people always tell you that. And when I was younger, I was like, they don't know what they're talking about. No, older people know what they're talking about. I promise you. It goes like that. You're like, oh shit, I'm 50. So yeah. You can't fix stupid, Julie. That's true. Stream on stream one night. I already chatted. You can't fix stupid. Yes. Dysfunctional teams do dysfunctional things. Well, that's WKRP. If you can get a group of human beings, I am very fortunate. I'm not going to say I'm good at what I do, but I'm good at what I do. My group of guys, my shift, there's 3 shifts of guys. There's some of my guys. I'm not going to say that because there's some of my guys that watch this back. I try to keep it functional. Look, let's just all do our job and try to go home tomorrow. This is not 5th grade, is what I always say. Yeah. So look, if you can get a group of people to do anything that are human beings and you can get them to listen, that's good. That's good. It's not easy to do. Okay. Hey, there's people coming in and out of here. Hey, I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes. What do you want to talk about? If you just walked in here just now, just what's on your mind? We'll talk about. We've been talking about everything but sports. The last 45 minutes, we have talked about life. And if you're watching this back, you're like, why did I watch this and waste my time? Well, I was just trying to give you a little advice. Yeah, just have a good Christmas. Look, be thankful, man, for what you got. You're lucky. We're alive right now. So we're very lucky. John Smith Stupid is contagious. Well, it can be. Yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah. Look, I don't care how smart you are, book smart. I don't care how you could be the smartest person, highest IQ, but if you have bad judgment and you can't make good decisions and you can't problem solve, you just negated your intelligence. I've seen people that aren't that smart, and you see them too. They're not that smart, but they know how to problem solve. Man, I had two uncles that grew up during the Depression. They didn't even get past seventh grade. They fought in World War II. They were the smartest people I have ever met. They could problem solve. They could, I mean, they could function. They could make good decisions. I mean, they could, yeah, never got past seventh grade, but they ended up two of the smartest people and influences in my life. So yeah, they could figure something out. They could fix shit. They could figure stuff out. That's what life is all about. You can be, look, there's nothing wrong with being academically smart. That ain't going to help you if you're stupid. If you make bad decisions, doesn't matter how smart you are, you're going to be, you're in trouble. Yeah, I'm trying to be funny. Jake, our kids worth it? I'm 30. Yes, yes. Listen, my daughter. Oh man, how many times? Look, now we're getting into a realm, Matthew, that we need to get in. Yes, have kids for God's sake. Look, nothing's better than that. Don't have kids. I'm 28 with one. Well, come on, Wildcat highlights. The kid. Look, my daughter was the best thing that ever happened to me. I cannot imagine life without my daughter. My daughter doesn't want to have kids, and she said, "Dad, I want to travel," and I'm like, "Do you think I would?" I, I can't get into this mentality of not having kids. All right, look, you got to have kids are worth. Man, it's just nothing like it. And my daughter, I want to travel. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Europe. Do you think I would give up trips to Europe for you? Is what I told her. You think I would trade that for you? No, there's nothing more precious than a human being. And yes, I would have kids, Jake. Absolutely. Unless she doesn't look, you got to make sure that you both are going to want to do that, obviously. And look, it ain't going to be easy. If I hear one more young person tell me that they don't want to do something because it's hard. Look, man, of course it's hard. It's hard, but it's worth it. Okay. And it's supposed to be hard. It's parenting, but I would have kids book smart with no common sense. Yeah. Look, common sense. Look, nothing beats judgment. Yeah. Jake, my wife and I tried for 10 years. Well, that's bad, Jake. Yeah, you couldn't have kids. That's horrible. Obviously, I'm not going to be a grandfather, but thanks for all the phenomenal advice. Jake, take care of your back and have some kids. That's my advice to you. And enjoy yourself. Look, kids are fun. It's going to be work, but man, there's nothing. There's just nothing I don't care. There's no love like that. It ain't about erotic look, there's no love like that. I don't care. You can love a dog. You can love your wife. No, it's different, man. That's all I need to say is, yes, have kids for God's sake. You will not regret it. All right, guys. Look, I enjoyed it. Wow, what a Christmas! If you're watching this back, I'm not apologizing because this is where we go. We might be talking about music or something else, but yeah, we won a basketball game. We need some football players. We all know that shit. So we talked about whatever. Yeah, take care of yourself. Yes, yeah. So I know Julie probably went to bed on me. That's all right, Julie. All right, guys. Well, look, I will probably come on the weekend, right? What do I work? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll come on Sunday night. I may come on Saturday. I'll definitely come on Saturday or at least Sunday night. And I'll put out another football video. I'm going to show you the Oregon game. Well, thank you, Jake. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas to you, Jake. I'm going to go to work and enjoy getting off Christmas morning. And my daughter's going to be here. And I'm going to come and home and open presents with my daughter, who's 31. And she's getting me a new computer. As a matter of fact, she said, "Dad, go save this on your hard drive or whatever." And I was like, she was telling me tonight, telling me how to, okay, put your stuff on a hard drive. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to get a new computer. So, hey, Julie is here. All right, Julie. Well, look, we've been talking about all kinds of stuff, Julie. Oh, you've been laughing the whole time. Well, look, you might as well be funny. I am 7 people from Merry Christmas. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, guys, I'm 7 people from 1,000. I never thought I'd hit 1,000, but Merry Christmas. Bye, all. Yeah, I'm going to hit 1,000. I appreciate everybody. So look, Look, have a good week. Enjoy it. It's Christmas. You know, look, everybody's got their problems, but you know what? We're still alive. So, all right, guys, I will see you Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which night. I'll put out some videos, I'll put out some shorts. And look, if you're watching this back, I'm not apologizing. I didn't mean to waste your time. So, hey, that's what we're going to do, right? Laugh. That's what life is about, having fun. Yeah. For all you people that, never get subscribers because you don't put on a Santa hat and curse. If you put on a Santa hat and just talk about some dumb shit, you'll get some subscribers. So don't talk so much about sports. All right, guys. I'll see you then. Go Cats. Merry Christmas.